do that with their lack of stats right now.
Good first items, even half items being picked up. Ooh, it's about half your health bar now, Hong. You're going to have to back yourself away. Deadly Flourish will not be that deadly for now.
So dangerous.
But yeah, you can't really walk into this river. Now they're looking for an engage. They're going to go straight in with Zika. They will land the arrow. They will land a fair bit of damage. They flash in. There's the Hexacle Momentum. Deleted. They found an opportunity and they capitalized on it because the Shy scuttle his way down towards this dragon before it really gets taken. But skitter, scurry, scuttle. So many different ways of moving it. But LNG do keep themselves in a pretty decent position. The Shy is moving forward. Hong has to flash away. Doesn't get hit with a single bullet, but that dragon hasn't gone down just yet because they had no DPS on it. Karsta, if he can get himself over the wall, he can go for it. Not quite able to steal it away, and it will be secured by the side of LNG. But now you got to take yourselves into a fight. You will lose the elites again, but Tarzan's going to follow. So both jungler for jungler. The Jace is dead. LP is putting out some serious damage, as is Scout. The Victor, oh, it's like fish in a barrel. They just can't escape. They can't leave. They need to try and fight their way out of this one right now. LP looking the Rhine, baby. Just put in some mystic shots. You can see these Victor Scout lasers going in and out. The Shy tries to make something work. Chris cannot get out alive. And it ends up being Weibo turning that one completely and picking themselves up.
And then look for a second trade. Just like this. He has to go through the crowd. How does he trade against this?
Yeah, he can't trade against it. He's going to use that movement here. Tarzan gets himself over the wall. He's going to try and put down the ultimate, not quite able to get him, but the sapling, is it going to be a touchdown? He's flashing forward and he does get killed. LNG are turning this one right.
Targets to get damage down onto if LNG get to be in the river first.
Almost like a repeat of the last time. This didn't go great for Weibo, but a couple more finished items means they are a little bit stronger. They are using the Shy as a bit of a meathead. Not quite able to get the steal either this time. It's secured by Tarzan. He is the king of smites. He will sacrifice his life, but Zika finds himself now on the backside dealing with everybody else. Use the Hexacle to him, but he does die. Hung trying to deal with the Shy right now, who's doing so much disruption. Scout in a very poor position. Needs to just kind of abandon his AD carry, who goes down and the Shy goes off. Scout picks himself up. Another kill, looking to try to pay back onto Light, but Light finishes him off. This time around, they do get the dragon, but they lose the fight out.
He falls off, and with the early goal which he got into the game with that first kill, maybe he can have himself a good track at these fights. Xiaohu, he's got a very low hit.
Yeah, he's dead. He's not even going to bother using his flash right now because he knows, I say that.
He does.
He's still going to try and move, but I feel like that was a fool's errand right there, and without
Xiaohu into trying taking it off of him. However, good pick.
Yep, very good pick here, and Tarzan had already used his flash to make sure that kill onto Xiaohu went, but now without a jungler, you got a TP on your mid laner, you could go for this.
You can absolutely can. Scout is going to recall, maybe teleport back into the play. LNG, they have to look for the fight though, still not available with the smite.
Here we go, the Shy trying to see if he can keep LP away, and he'll do just that. Arcane Shift back over the wall, double TP from the solo laners of LNG. Here we go. Xiao, who's finally found himself in the fight, as the Shy keeps Hung away. There's going to be the True Shot barrage. They're not going to get much with the gravity wells. They're going to go in, see if they can get the secure. And they cannot. Weibo will secure themselves the Baron, and that is what you do when you get yourself a pick. It's not about the kill yourself. Zika gets brought him out. Didn't know that's how that interaction worked, and then a Shy kind of left on his own, so I'm looking to the rest of the scene to really help him out here. Zika is going to fall, you would imagine. Oh, LP almost falls down to the last fourth shot. Xiaohu seeing if he can maybe get one more little move, but they're not quite able to finish off. I mean, you have to fight this because this will put you on soul point. And look, it's a Mountain Soul that's stacking 9% resistances. That is an insane amount to have. The Ash Arrow is great. The True Shot barrage brings down the health bars. And with the TP coming in, this is going to be the Shy trying to make this one work. He will have the all out to go all in should he need it. LNG keeping the pace of this game nice and fresh, nice and high right now. They're going to try and get onto Zika. Not quite able to get him. Hong is finally joining back onto his team. The Gravity Well and the Chaos Storm do enough to kind of keep everyone away. The Shy keep pushing forward on the Tarzan. Dragon reset.
Oh, the Chaos Storm.
Does so much. The poke's going to be significant.
Hex
Flash! Oh, he lands on the Zika, but not onto Hong. That's not going to be enough for there. Scout does get the stopwatch broken, but it keeps him alive. It keeps his health bar good. These health bars are so damn low right now. Chris finally falls down. The Shy's been isolated, and he'll fall as well. You're losing your Baron push. You're losing your Baron minions. True Shot barrage not going to land onto Light there. Thought I could have done it there, but not quite able to do it. Look, gold is basically even at this point as well. Weibo had so many advantages, but it's just been whittled away bit by bit. And honestly, it's come from great shot calling and great team fighting from LNG. Even that fight up at the top side there. They catch out Scout, they catch out Tarzan, but they just can't kill off anybody because LNG plays so well. The Shy is trying to make this one work. He is very tanky as he soaks up some more damage, and they try to make this one work. There's plenty going here on Tarzan, who maybe gets flipped back and taken out. But look at the Chaos Storm. Chris, can he survive it? Yes, he can, just about, but it's doing so much. The Shy tries to move forward and just gets obliterated. Weibo, they thought they found somebody, but Scout's just doing so much. On
a side lane, Xiaohu's going to join back up with them, make it 5 people in the mid lane on both sides. 1 minute till assault.
Light cleanses, so that's the Ash Arrow for the cleanse. Very good for Weibo, for LNG. Weibo trying to see if they can catch out LP. It's good, knockback, gets 2 of them, but they're very tanky frontliners. Scout still untouched, still putting in work. Zika not quite gone in the GA just yet, and Xiaohu can't finish him off, so he will die. It's a 5v4, they get the knockback here. You can see Light, he wants to move forward, he wants to put out work, but he can't because they don't have any vision control. Everybody away. The Shy tries to move forward, Tarzan gets locked up here by the Deadly Flirt. There's the Ash Arrow again. We started this fight with it, we'll end it with it. As you can see, the Karsa goes in, immediately deleted. And LNG, they have found themselves a fight. They've got rid of the jungler, they're gonna get themselves a soul.
Jungle is
added armor and magic resistance. You can't kill anybody. The Shy moving forward, they have to contest this. I completely agree with this call, but you're too far gone now, and the Shy is now completely isolated. Trying to see if he can use his gargoyles to keep himself alive. The Chaos Storm doing just that, causing chaos into the backside of Weibo, and LNG have survived their own storm, and they brought themselves the hammer.
Extra healing still going to be very impactful. And you know, if these combos that just landed onto LP happened 20 minutes earlier around the first dragon that they lost, instead of them going in from all in, maybe that could have changed the story of this game. As it stands though, LNG, they've got the Hull Breaker in the mid lane, death by 1,000 cuts, by 1,000 Camille Qs onto different structures. And Weibo, it feels like the timer has well and truly run out.
Yeah, they are not really able to take a team fight, you would imagine. They are going to have to try and just hope and pray for a miracle. Zika is uncontestable now in any kind of lane. If he's a solo 1v1, even the Shy, you can see it there. Even just with the small little bit of poke, he's already lost about a quarter of his HP, and now here comes the final fight to use the Maokai ultimate to really start it all off. The Ezreal takes the tower and the Annie down. There's going to be a good Zhonya's from Scout to really stop the Shy from getting any work done, and this game is over. LNG, they weathered the storm, they took their time. There's going to be a good Zhonya's from Scout to really stop the Shy from getting any work done, and this game is over. LNG, they weathered the storm, they took their time. Weibo thought they had some great early advantages, but they couldn't turn them into results. And LNG will take game number 1 and prove to everyone at the moment in the series they are still a #1 team.
One last breath before the plunge, it felt like, before this series began for LNG. 7-1, but against what strength of schedule? Against what?
That's one said, but great to see what's going on. Light bringing this one out, and honestly, going into the Ziggs, like you said, it feels like this is going to be something that, like, the Vayne will be able to stack up very, very quickly and just kind of be happy. All right, Tarzan already moving in, because guess what? You don't have summoners on your bot laners. The flash for flash, the satchel charge secures it with the Comet. Now Scout looking to see if he can get away from this one here. They're going to try and burst him out between 2 turrets. Weibo, not to be outdone and just as daring.
You have some support itemization changes coming in later, but the support ratios mean that Hung is going to be very powerful when he gets to his points out. We're fighting again, Machine.
Ooh, nice repel there. Actually means there's no satchel charge, or excuse me, not satchel charge. The dredge line is now Xiao, who finds himself completely isolated away from his team, but you can see Crisp putting in work here on this now, taking a lot of damage, and he has no mana. He can't really clear this wave. They're going to go for another dive because they can just tank it up with Karsa, who goes into the repel. There's the kill going over to Light. Hung will not be able to go down because the tower had ramped up, and they lose an execution over to Chris.
See what Karsa can do with that one. He's heading immediately towards this top side.
There we go, the all-out use, as well as the ultimate from Zika, who tries to hop himself away. You see the repel go up, but you're level 4 to a level 6. You can't really take this fight. And Karsa now realizes that. He's just trying to wait for a couple of his cooldowns to come back. Xiaohu is coming over the side. No flash here on Zika, and no ward either to hop away to. He's going to try and maybe get caught out here. They want to try and give this one over to Karsa, and they will. While that was happening, Dragon is secured by LNG.
Weibo had to respond mid, so Scout was free to push out Bob. That means that they have 2 pushing lanes around this Dragon. Zika doesn't have teleport to join this play, though. LNG, I don't think you want to get stuck here.
Oh, they're going to look for try and burn out Tarzan before, excuse me, not Tarzan, they're going to look to burn out Karsa, and they will do just that. There's one, but that's a great explosive cast, isolates this fight. The Shy is already here. This is still a 4v4 because the Shy roam down, and you will lose more and more of these people. The TP coming out from Xiaohu will not be stopped. We'll see where the kind of matchup takes us from there. Good poke coming out here from Scout on this Jace. This Rift Herald only down to about half HP, but already Xiaohu moving in, making sure he's being a nuisance, and he'll pick out Hong, and they will secure him down. Now, trying to jump on the Scout, who flashes over the wall. Rift Herald still being taken right now. Karsa gets himself in.
Stolen.
Oh, it was the third proc. You got the silver bullet. Zika gets condemned, backed away. They get themselves the Rift Herald a kill and an objective. Weibo turning the tides a little bit. That you just talked about. No ultimate from the Ziggs and no flash there from Hung, so no flash hook going to be used on this fight. But Dragon has been started. This could be huge for Weibo.
Could be, because that Ziggs ult hit absolutely no one. The CC combo wasn't there, and now the Dragon's being forced out.
They haven't really gotten anyone there. The Jax kind of pushed in that mid lane. That Dragon not going down very quickly. Tarzan doesn't quite get himself in there as Karsa trying to see how Karsa going in. Wait, Karsa's dead! Karsa just got obliterated by Scout on the back side of it, and the poke was too much. All of a sudden, this fight just went topsy-turvy. What happened? It looked all Weibo, and then it just turned into LNG. I mean, Weibo, you got to make something happen. You got to try, do something, because right now you're falling further and further behind. Karsa is too squishy. He thought he found an angle, but it was just not to be. And now, without the Elise, without that burst damage, can you even fight this? The Shy looking to try and maybe make something going in. There we go. They flash in. They try to find him, but again, he can't kill him off just yet. They commit so much going forward. Can they find anything else? They still have Chris, but Light has to back away. He's too damn low, and 4 members strong. LNG said you can kill our Ziggs, but we'll take your Nexus.
Inconsistencies plaguing.
Yeah, but they are going to leave it in tatters. They are taking away inhibitor, second inhibitor. Crisp is dead. They may start to turn their eyes back onto this. Flash is beautiful from Scout. Karsa gets a kill back on the Tarzan, but it literally means nothing. You are still going to die. You are still going to lose. And in the first of 4 trials, Weibo is the first one to fall, and LNG have successfully routed one of our top teams.
Just the victory lap on the Nexus. The wave is dead. It might end up meaning this game lasts a little longer. A couple of deaths fall down. I'm just sat here like, yeah, you have an Ash Hour up in a couple of seconds. Maybe one last act to be thrown into the equation.
These staggered death timers mean that the defense is just not really going to be there. Nexus turrets do fall. Xiaohu does lose that. Chris has to flash just to make sure he doesn't die to the auto attack. But there it is, 2-0 LNG, and LP is feeling it right now. Because like we said, there were doubts, there were question marks over this team, whether or not they were just pub stomping teams below them. They took on a top 6 team, and they came out with flying colors.